Alright. Yo, welcome back, YouTube. This is third video. Again, trying to get this one posted quickly. This is gonna be raw. This is gonna be the most raw video I have up to date. It's gonna be how to fix being skinny fat, in my opinion, and what I would do. Just if I could start all over again. So if you're somebody who's skinny fat, I'm not gonna do all this editing thing. Go to my TikTok. You're here from my TikTok most likely. Look at the journey. Look at everything. Self-diagnose. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Try to keep this one quick as well. All right. Step number one. Acknowledge what type of skinny fat you are. There's very different types. I've talked about this a lot on my TikTok. It's more than terms. It's bigger than just cutting, bulking. It's a lot more. It's more of a look. Everybody always wants to know, should I cut? Should I bulk? What should I do? What weight should I get down to? What weight should I get up to? It doesn't matter, dude. What do you look like? You know what I'm saying? So if you're skinny fat right now, look at your stats, right? More likely, what do you look like? For example, my skinny fat, as you guys could see in the past, I had really lean arms, really skinny, but I had an absurd amount of like chest fat. Like, it was, my entire chest was jiggly, but the bottom was just outrageously poking out. If you see, you see, right? And I had a lot of face fat. Mostly, it just made it unbearable to the point where it's like, dude, when you're skinny fat, it's because you have a fat to muscle ratio that is just incorrect, right? You have too much fat, you don't have enough muscle, yet you're at that balance of like you don't weigh that much, right? So I'm gonna give you an example. If you're somebody who's skinny fat and your fat distribution is kind of alright, like for example, you're just fat everywhere, you don't look great, you look skinny, but you don't look great, you could have two options, right? You bulk, which I don't think any of you guys should do, or you cut, right? I think two options. I would just go with the third one, which is main gain. I would just say stay at maintenance calories and try to build some size, or you should cut, right? That's the real reason, right? That's the real key. Most of you guys who are skinny fat aren't lifting weights, have got here either through just starvation and calorie deficit only and cardio spamming, and have not actually prioritized building muscle, which is what is making you look how you look, right? That is the key that you have to get behind, right? Cardio, yes, it's important, but right now we need to take and get to the other side of the equation, which is muscle building, because you don't have enough of that, right? So once you figure out what kind of skinny fat you are, if you're someone like me who looks before, who has an absurdly weird body composition, right, where you just can't, before the recomp route, where I would give you the two routes, where it's like cut or main gain, which you track your maintenance calories. Someone should go on TD calculator. If you're skinny fat, look up, put in your activity, how much you're doing, everything, get that number, right? It's going to give you a maintenance calories. That means if you ate this every single day, you would stay the same weight. Nothing would change, right? That's how much you would weigh. That's what you need. That's what your body needs to function and not lose or gain fat. You're going to get this number. Now, here's when you're going to look in the mirror and not obsess what type of skinny fat you are. If you're somebody who has an obnoxiously outlandish body part like me, which is your lower chest fat, which is something like you cannot stay at that type of body fat. You just hate every moment of yourself, right? Because a lot of people are skinny fat, they don't like how they look, but they're okay with it. Like, they just don't look bad, right? They look whatever, it's just not great. They don't have that beach physique. So not like, see what type of person you are. If you're like me, who your body, let's say you hold a lot of face fat, your face is a ball, it's oblong-ish, and you just can't stand it, and most of it's there, but you have decently skinny arms, decently skinny stomach, your chest is pretty flat, then dude, you know what I'm saying? But it's all in your face. You have to cut, right? Or if you're like me, you hold all of it in your chest. If you're someone who's skinny fat and it's just all around it, I really recommend the second option. So once you figure out who you are, if you're somebody who's in a first route who is very much like me, I recommend maintenance calories or a slight deficit, right? What does this mean? Take the number that number gives you. This is the route if you have a really abnormally large body fat percentage in certain areas that you want to get down to. Find the maintenance calories number. You can do two things. Take off 200 and keep slowly cutting while lifting weights, because at this point I'm guessing you haven't been lifting weights, so make sure you're tracking calories, tracking proteins, at least a gram of protein per pound of body weight. Hop on a great split. Muscle building. Look up TNF. Go to my channel. I've posted many workout videos, strength training. I want you to focus on building muscle. This is for both sides. Building muscle is key. Strength program. hitting everything. Legs, stop skipping legs. I neglected legs, biggest regret of my life. Track your protein intake, high protein. Make sure you're sleeping, crazy sleep. Have a program that works, and make sure that you're progressing every single week or other week. But over time, weights are going up, muscle is building, right? This is what's gonna happen. If you're going the route where you're staying at maintenance calories, which I recommend the most, if you have a good enough body fat distribution to the point where it's like you could maintain that for 3 to 4 months if you don't hit yourself. Realistically, both scenarios try to do the maintenance route, which is you eat at those calories for 3 to 4 months and just prioritize building size and building muscle because you haven't before. So your body will naturally just start changing. Because once you start putting on your muscle mass, yet your fat mass is staying the same because you're still at maintenance calories, right? You're still at maintenance calories, yet you have those newbie gains. Your muscle mass will go up and your body fat would probably stay the same. However, your look will change, so you'll start to look better. And I want you to do that for 3 to 4 months. So don't even think about it as like you're in a suffering state of like, oh, I can't lose weight for 3 to 4 months. No, do those 3 to 4 months, you're gonna start looking better. So do that for 3 to 4 months, 5 as much as you can, and you'll start to look better, and you actually realize, whoa, this is working. After those 3 to 4 months, what I want you to do is now reassess new maintenance calories, put all your details in again, and once you get those numbers again, now you're going to go into 200 to 300 calorie deficit slowly. Keep up the protein, do everything, but make sure now you're just going to be more active. You're going to be getting more steps. You're not going to be cardio spamming because, again, strength training is the goal. Because at this point, you should be good enough to get to a lower body fat percentage to where you look decent enough. Again, the goal is nothing crazy on this cut, maybe 5 to 10 pounds. After you do that, now depending on reassess how is the look again, right? Now we should look a lot better. We have a lot more muscle mass, and we can continue to build muscle mass while we're in this deficit. After we did this, now reassess. Are we doing another maintenance phase, or are we doing a lean bulk where we instead of being in a deficit by 200 calories, we're increasing it by 200 calories? But at this point, you should be in an amazing set point to just completely fix your body composition. I wish I did that rather than when I was at the skinny fat phase, just continue to cut until I developed my binge eating disorder. And that's just what put me in a crazy spiral where like I just started becoming and developing all these mental issues. Take things slow, take things the right way. Don't just constantly be thinking about losing weight, because that's what developed my binge eating disorder and put me in such a bad place. Yes, you might feel okay, you might be happy right now, right? The mindset of losing weight is it's like a comfort zone knowing that you're losing weight. But you might develop something that, like for example, me and maybe others have, that could keep you from reaching your goals so much faster. And then once you get there, it's going to be so much more difficult to maintain. You could develop an insane eating disorder or bad habits. So please be careful with it. But that's the best route I'd go. Yeah, hope to help. This is going to be a quick one. Just wanted to get out there. I'm getting a lot of questions. Bye.